Hey there, I'm from the federal government, and I'm here to speak to you on behalf of the Drug Enforcement Administration and our nation's drug laws. Lately, we've been getting some pretty bad press. The United Nations wants us to legalize drugs, and there are people in the House of Representatives that want to get the federal government out of the business of marijuana enforcement. That is ridiculous. We just wanted to take a moment to point out some of the essential things that our drug war does for all of us here in America. Without the drug war, how would we keep Latin America down? Not many people know this, but there are a whole mess of countries south of Texas. They are filled with brown people, and they don't even speak English. The people down there have this crazy idea that they have the right to decide things for themselves. That is ridiculous. Our fourth president, James Monroe, set out in his Monroe Doctrine that we are the only country in this hemisphere that can tell people what to do. How are we supposed to cooperate with people we can't even communicate with? They don't speak English. Back before TVs and before people cared about human rights and stuff, we could just send in the Marines when they got uppity. The Cold War was great. It gave us a great excuse to pay Latin Americans to kill each other. The past 20 years have been rough, though. More and more countries down there are stable democracies. Their economies are growing. Mexico is the 11th biggest economy in the world. There are more and more good jobs down there, seriously endangering our supply of cheap labor. Without cheap labor, who would pick my strawberries? White people? Thankfully, great Americans like Richard Nixon put together our drug war, and it is doing a fantastic job. It's brilliant. Take a substance that people like and make it illegal. This ensures that people will pay a lot of money for it. Pour a ton of money into locking up and shooting the non-white people that sell it. This makes it even more expensive, making it even more attractive to poor people. Poor folks will not just die for this easy money, they will kill for it. Mexico's growing economy has been almost completely derailed by our drug war. Last year alone, over 10,000 people were killed in Mexico. Colombia still has communists because of all the money they make off of our drug laws. And remember the good old days when the Marines could just go down there and do whatever the heck they wanted? The good old days are back. Over the past decade, we've spent over $1 billion wiping out poor people's crops. Some of it was coca. It's a bona fide ecological catastrophe. But who cares? We can tell the soccer moms that it keeps their kids safe from drugs. And we've guaranteed that there won't be a really strong Latin American country for decades. Remember that next time somebody tries to tell you that the $50 billion we spend on the drug war is wasted. Has anybody got a light? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking at this? Drug laws aren't for rich people.